Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, we're going to move on to order of resolutions.
Madam Chair, if I could make one announcement, please. Just want to let the members of the public know that Ms. Poindexter is excused today because she's out for medical reasons.
Okay, thank you. Madam Clerk, we've been requested also to take Resolution 4213 out of order, so would you please start there? And that will be followed by Resolution 3113. And after we take in those two, we'll take the rest in order.
Resolution 42-13 strongly urges the 2013 Hawaii State Legislature to repeal Act 97 of 2012 in its entirety relating to geothermal resources. Strongly urges the 2013 State Legislature to repeal Act 97 of 2012 in its entirety, thus restoring sections 205-5.1 and 205-5.2 to the Hawaii Revised Statutes relating to geothermal resource subzone provisions, county permitting, and designating geothermal exploration and development as permissible uses in all 4 major land use districts. Introduced by Ms. Ford, waived AWESC.
So move.
Thank you. Discussion, Ms. Ford.
Thank you. I'd first like to say that I am honored to support the repeal of Act 97. But rather than having me speak quite a bit, I don't know if Mr. Kim, former Mayor Kim, is in the audience. If he is, I'd like to call him forward. I can't see over there to see who's in the audience. I believe that might be him coming forward at this time. Former Mayor Kim, I think, is a admirable advocate for the repeal of Act 97. Even though there have been times Mr. Kim and I have not agreed, there's one thing we agree on, and that is home rule for this county. Mr. Kim, I know you only had the 3 minutes. Was there any further comment that you would like to make at this time regarding Resolution 42-13? Sir, your microphone does not seem to be on.
Above all and foremost, I would like to thank you, Ms. Ford, for taking my call and how it started, initiating repeal of 55 and 97. Not only receptive to the 97 call, but amount of work you did to make that resolution, especially when you were so sick I didn't even recognize your voice. So I do thank you for that work for us.
You're very welcome.
In regards to added thing, I would like to read something I had written before, because I think it is very important also. And this was part of a testimony I made to the Department of Health Commission when the individuals went to seek exemption for the EIS for all exploratory geothermal drilling, which failed, thank goodness. And part of it that I had stated in the testimony read, lastly, but perhaps the most important, we must stop making the people that suffer the consequences of our mistakes, our oversights, our failures, and broken commitments, the bad guys. At the onset, the vast majority of people who live in proximity to the HEPA project did support the development of geothermal. This support was based on a trust with the state government of Hawaii. Review all data of past, and you will see this to be true. It was due to our failures and broken commitments that the trust in a positive relationship was severed. And pleas have been made since then to try to reinstate that trust. So you can see the frustration, Ms. Ford, when further actions like 97 and 55 even widened the gap of trust were, in my opinion, endangered in regards to the relationship of government totally with its people. And so with your permission, I'm going to reread what is said this morning. And the importance of this, it is not just about geothermal. This is just a catalyst for discontent of people that in Molokai that express the same kind of things in regards to communication. with our government, and their issue is a wind farm for the people of Maui Island, and their issue was of resort development in Oahu, resort development where everyday living was very difficult. And I read, I truly feel that Act 97 violates every sense of integrity, of failures, and a trust to do what is right. We must draw a line to say stop to those who show a disregard for the people who are governed. We must say stop to prevent unwanted exploitations of the land and communities of this precious place. We must refocus on our responsibilities to social, environmental, cultural, and spiritual care. To this council, I asked you this morning the importance of what was happening in the whole picture of this acts, I should say. As West Hawaii paper said, it is 55 and 97. And that is in regards to how government does its job. I asked this council to please review the act, and I think you will see that what is stated in writing is of absolute truth. No exaggeration in regard to what Act 97 represents. I do ask that if you do come to that conclusion, not just a passage of this resolution, but using your stature as our council to call your colleagues on different islands, and most especially to call our state legislatures to repeal Act 97. And thank you very much for this time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kim, and I would like to express my thanks for all of the travel you've been doing among the islands to advocate for the repeal of Act 97. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I would also like to express my thanks to current Mayor Billy Kenoi for the support of the administration in the repeal of Act 97. And I'd like to caution my fellow council members that what has happened in Puna, what is happening in Puna, and what will be happening in Puna regarding geothermal can happen in any one of our districts. In fact, the backside, the east side of Hualalai is being surveyed and explored at this moment, maybe not exactly this moment, but has been for geothermal resources. So we could wind up with the exact same problems in Kona. Any place on this island could wind up having this problem. We need to consider that for the future. With that, I'm going to yield and just ask for your support.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Wille.
Okay. Act 97 is an attack on county government. Act 97 is an attack on this council and all of the other county councils. Just to give a clear example, Act 97 exempts out subsection HRS 205-5-1E, which states the appropriate county authority, which would be us, shall grant a geothermal resource permit if it finds that applicant has demonstrated that the desired uses would not have an unreasonable adverse health, environmental, or socioeconomic effect on the residents or surrounding properties. The desired uses would not unreasonably burden public agencies to provide roads and streets, sewers, water, drainage, school improvements, police, fire protection, and that there are reasonable measures available to mitigate the unreasonable adverse effects or burdens referred to above. How awful to say, let's just eliminate that provision. I think one thing that's really important to me is that here in Hawaii, our government, our most local level of government is county. It's us. We don't have villages and towns that all of these people can come and face to face and be heard. It's us. And we're separated by an ocean to the next level. So it's taking this whole island say-so, this whole legitimate democratic process away. Now, I'm not saying that I'm opposed to some geothermal exploration or geothermal uses or looking at all kinds of alternatives, but I believe in these principles, that the burden of proof is on those that want to do it, and that they show that it is not harmful to the health and safety of those whose health and safety we are here to protect as the foremost obligation. So they're both processes and substantive issues, but I think just in terms of process, that if we don't stand up for the principle of home rule, and that those who are impacted have the right to have a say-so in what happens to them, as each and all of these people have testified, I too am afraid. We are all afraid. This is what's happening. So I believe in us. I feel we have a role, and an appropriate role, and that the state should not be there and taking away that right, and taking away the right of the people to have some say-so in what happens to their current life and the future of our island. So I clearly support this, and I hope that we all will do that too. And I think it's very important for us as a new council to expressing these things, not rely on anything that any other council member has said in prior terms. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wille. Mr. Ilagan.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you to all the testifiers who took the time and gave out your heart and soul. I do want to say, with your voice, it's essential to make this government, especially our county government, work. And in that, the people have spoken, and I will support the repeal of Act 97. Thank you.
Mr. Kern.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yeah, I fully support the repeal of Act 97 as well. This isn't really a matter of whether you're pro or anti-geothermal. This is more of a matter of whether you want to have some say in it. That home rule is very important. Pro or con is a whole other conversation, but this just takes it away from us. We should vote for this as fast as possible, have this be sent forward to the state ledge, and move on with this. It is great to see people active, involved out there, being a part of this. I wish we had more direct say, so all we can do right now is a resolution, but I support it. Let's vote.
Thank you. Any other comments? Ms. Ford.
I'm going to be the last person to speak. I would like to move to suspend the rules that require us to hold this for 5 days before we send it to the mayor and the other councils.
It's been moved by Ms. Ford, second by Mr. Yoshimoto, Chair Yoshimoto, to suspend the rules and not hold this bill over for the 5 days, but to send it promptly to the legislature. Madam Clerk.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Kern?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi? Aye. Ms. Wille? Aye. Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Eoff?
Aye.
Chair Eoff, you have 8 ayes on the motion to suspend.
Thank you. Motion passes. On the motion to approve Resolution 42-13.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Kern?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi? Aye. Ms. Wille? Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Eoff?
Aye.
Chair Eoff, you have 8 ayes.
Thank you. Motion passes. And will be sent promptly to the legislature.
Madam
Thank
Chair?
you. Mr. Onishi?
Yes, if Howard Ingsley guys are in Hilo right now, would it be possible to take Resolution 41-13 out of order?
I was asked to take 3113